Hi guys, apologies once again. I was supposed to be here earlier with this stream, obviously 1 o'clock. But my Wi-Fi wasn't really allowing me to do it again, so unfortunately I'm a lot later on than I wanted to be. So apologies for that, guys. Back with another transfer stream for the bees. Well, yeah, news, rumours, whatever, really. And a lot more to talk about than I originally was going to. So there's more now I will actually be discussing. So this could be on a bit longer, the stream, than I thought it would be. As I said, apologies once again. I really wanted to go live earlier and not able to, I'm afraid. Anyway, follow me on Insta, Mr. B for Life 182, and subscribe to Mr. B Hive Football Chat and Mr. B Chats England Cricket. Yeah, so there's plenty of streams coming up. Loads more of these transfer ones at the moment. Obviously, the buzz I'm hoping to do fairly soon, maybe this week coming. And of course, more cricket ones coming up. So watch out for all those. Please keep subbing, smashing the likes, especially subbing if you're new. And because I want to get to that 150, I'm about 3 or 4 away, so about 3 away. So please try and get me to that 150, guys. That'd be amazing if you can. And I can do a celebration stream. Getting to 150 again at last. Be amazing. I can get there. It's just taken so long. Be up to you, Manny, my friend. Hope you're well, buddy. Be up, Steve. More buzz with regards to B's transfers. Yep. Well, hopefully, yeah. That's what it looks like. But I've actually got more news before I do all that. So, and also, ahead of the game later on, QPR and the Bees, friendly, pre-season friendly. I may be doing a commentary on it because I managed to get the stream, to find the stream, to put it on, watch it obviously, and do commentary. Well, I had to pretty much go on QPR's website in the end. Yeah, you can get it for a one-off on the stream, even though you have to sign up, of course. I didn't really want to have to sign up with £25 of rubbish, but there we go. And it's a one-off for £5, which I suppose is okay. It's a one-off. I don't do it too often. Really, I wanted to get it free, but there was nowhere else I could get it. And I thought, yeah, I'd like to see how they're doing. Like to see if I can, what we're actually playing like, rather than just highlights, which I saw last time. I want to try and see it live and hopefully do a bit of commentary. I mean, I might not do it right from the start of the game. It might not be quite the first half. It may just be the second half. But obviously, I will let you know. I will obviously put the info up at some stage, post it out, what's going on with it. I may do it from the start, but that's obviously 3 o'clock. So it depends, really. It may just be the second half, guys. But, so if you want to watch that, obviously you won't be able to watch the game unless you got your account with QPR or the Bees or something. You'll be able to watch it, obviously, the live stream. But anyway, I'll try and do that, guys. Anyway, get on to this first article I want to talk about. And it's still fairly good news with this. This is still, obviously, not all been brilliant for the Bees lately, but this is pretty good. Just got to try and get it up first because I've got so many, you see, articles. I had more than I thought I was going to do. Yep. So I'll bring this up now, and it's this. Nathan Collins named new Brentford captain. Yeah. And by the way, I've just noticed I haven't got the background up there, and I just got to do that quickly, and then I'll get on to talking about this. Which I thought this may happen anyway. I thought he would probably be captain, Nathan Collins. It seems the right choice, the obvious choice in a way. Got a lot of experience, and obviously Irish international. It's been awesome for us at the back, and he's come out with good vibes and, you know, positive, and, you know, seems to love this manager, loves Keith Andrews. He's happy with him there. And, you know, what I hear coming out from this club, from him especially, that, you know, it's good vibes and they're enjoying it. What's going on there? And, you know, people think, well, you know, the Bees are in shit. We've got no chance. We're done for. We're dead. And that ain't the case. You know, from what I'm hearing, I think it's looking pretty positive. I mean, you know, it's all good, I think. I just, yeah, we will sort of struggle a bit. I don't think it's going to be an ideal, perfect season by any means. There's going to be bumps in the road, I'm afraid. You know, with new management, new staff, backroom staff, and so forth. It's not going to go totally smoothly, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as people think. You know, certain players are jump ship or are jumping ship. And I will talk about him again today. Yes, Mr. Visser will once again be mentioned. But there we go. Got the background on at last. But yeah, he will be mentioned very soon. Johan Visser. The other two that have jumped ship, of course, and now he's going to be jumping ship, but it's not going to be the Titanic people think it'll be. I don't think we're really going to hit that iceberg and go down. I really don't. I just don't think that. I think we're going to have enough lifeboats as well to get out of this. Yeah, Manny again there. Be up to you, bro. Only natural to make Ireland's current skipper the club captain, yeah. Yeah, and with an Irish manager and starting keeper, you might just get some luck this season. A pot of gold, perchance. Yeah, well, at the end of the rainbow, yeah. Let's hope so, mate. I think it could be. You know, I'm not a doom monger like most of them are. These other people, so-called experts, think that we are going to get done and dead and buried and down into the championship. No, we're not going to be a Titanic. We're not going to hit the iceberg and go down. It's just not going to happen. Right, so yeah, Collins named new Brentford captain. Nathan Collins has been named as the new Brentford captain by Bees head coach Keith Andrews ahead of the 25-26 Premier League season. The centre-back who became Stoke's youngest ever captain at just 18 years old in 2019. Yeah. Has also captained the Republic of Ireland on 9 occasions. The armband was available after the departure of Christian Norgard to Arsenal this summer, and Bees head coach Keith Andrews has handed it to Collins ahead of the 25-26 season. Collins became Stoke's youngest ever captain, 18 years, 105 days, and the Republic of Ireland international has also captained his country in the absence of Seamus Coleman. The new Brentford skipper stated it's a massive honour to be captain of this great football club. There have been some great people and footballers before me. I'm really excited by the challenge of this season, and with your support, it'll be a special campaign. Andrews added, Nathan's someone I've known since he was around 14 years of age, coaching some of the Ireland youth teams. He's always been a natural leader. He's gained a lot of experience considering the age that he is, and he's developed his professionalism to a new level because he's been involved in this environment for a couple of years and has learnt from some great people. He communicates very well. He's got really good values on and off the pitch, and naturally players gravitate towards him. He has respect from all the players and staff, which is a key attribute to have. Nathan is a brilliant fit, but he's just one player and he needs the support of all of us and all the players within the dressing room. We've got some fantastic experience, which will include a leadership group that's been selected around Nathan, and they will all have a voice in how we do things. Because I'm big on player involvement in the process, what we do and how we do it. Collins came through the youth ranks at Cherry Orchard in Ireland before joining Stoke City aged 15. He spent 2 years in the Stoke Academy, making his first start for the club in a 0-0 draw away at Middlesbrough as a 17-year-old. The defender made 27 appearances in his final year at Stoke before being sold to Burnley in June 2021 and beginning a new challenge in the Premier League. He received his first Republic of Ireland call-up later that year and made his debut in a 4-0 win over Qatar at Aviva Stadium, Dublin. Despite Burnley's relegation, Collins was one of the Clarets' key players and was picked up by Wolverhampton Wanderers in July 2022. He played 26 Premier League games for the Black Country side and moved to Brentford the following summer. In his first season with the Bees, he made 35 appearances in all competitions and scored his first league goal for the club in a 3-2 win over West Ham United at GTEC Community Stadium. During the 24-25 campaign, Collins was the only outfield player in the Premier League to play every single minute of the season, in which time he put in 38 impressive displays at centre-back. This certainly pretty much was a no-brainer for me. I knew this would be happening, to be honest. I think he'd be a great captain. You know, he leads by example from the back for a start. He actually plays quite well out from the back as well, good passer. He set up one of the goals or started the move, I think, the other day in that friendly against Gil Vicente. So, yeah, I think this is a great choice. I always thought it was going to happen, to be honest, and I thought it was the natural choice. And, you know, maybe, I don't know, another one could have been maybe Kelleher. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. He's only just joined the club. That's the problem. But still could have been captain, or you could have had, trying to think of one of the more experienced other players. Jensen, maybe. Would be another one, possibly. Captain. Even maybe Damsgaard, I guess. Something like that. But no, I think Collins is the perfect choice. Yeah, be up to you, Luca. Hi, how are you? I'll come in chat for a bit. Yeah, no worries, man. That's cool. You're always welcome, brother. I'll see you at the game, yeah? How's it going? I hope it's going well for the Dons. You're actually going to win it today. That'd be great, mate, if you can. I hope they go well, the Dons, mate. I hope they go well. I bet you're happy about getting Gyökeres at last. It's about time, wasn't it? That was taking forever, that deal, to come through. But anyway, getting back to this, yeah, Collins, perfect choice and no-brainer as captain. I'm very happy with this. You know, he's one that's really positive, wants to stay there. I'm glad nobody bought him. I'm glad he stayed because there was interest in him. I know there was. And for him to stay and be happy here and back the manager and the team, I think that's amazing. You know, not everyone wants to leave here. Not everyone wants to jump out. Get off this ship that's hopefully going towards something ambitious of maybe Europe, of a trophy sometime. I don't think the Europe thing will be this, well, certainly not this season coming. Maybe we still got a chance for a trophy though, FA Cup, League Cup. I think one of them's possible. And what a first season that'd be for Andrews to win a trophy and maybe keep us up, keep us in the Premier. That'd be actually pretty amazing if that could happen. You know, we all had these dreams. Sometimes they take a bit longer than others, you know, to come true. So it will take a little while. It's not going to happen overnight. But I know for sure we're not the disaster people think we're going to be. We're not the Titanic going to hit that iceberg and go down. It's not happening. I know I've said that about 100 times now about the Titanic, but yeah. Anyway, so let's move on. And which one should I go to? Yeah, we might just go on to that about Johan Visser, because obviously it's still a shit show with that. He's still refusing to train and various other things. I'll keep the sort of positive things till later. Well, actually, I won't go into Visser just yet. I'll go to this one, which is sort of a rumour, sort of a talking thing, a possibility. May happen, might not. You know, it's put out there. It probably wouldn't happen. I can't see us doing this, but it'd be incredible if we do and get this player. The £40 million bold transfer hijack Brentford could spring on Everton to ensure Premier League safety. This is by Curtis Leyland, sports and trends writer. A top-class wonder kid is attracting interest from Everton, but could another club enter the race? Yeah, we all know this player that they're talking about. Trying to get rid of this fucking ad. Get the fuck out. Trying to get this out the fucking way. Hold on. Hate all these. Fucking annoying. Here we go. Fuck off. Right. Southampton have rejected an offer from Everton to sign highly coveted young winger Tyler Dibling. It's reported by Guardian Sport that the offer from Everton was somewhere in the region of 27 million. It's a fairly significant offer for a player with just 4 professional goals and only 20 league starts as a senior first team player. But it showcases just how highly Dibling is rated, while also signalling just how far the Saints feel their academy prospect can go in the game in years to come. Dibling only played 1 league match for Russell Martin's team when they won promotion to the top flight via the Championship playoffs, but became a near ever present in the matchday squad throughout last year's top flight campaign. Overall, he played 33 league matches last season, scoring 2 and assisting once. He showcased moments of brilliance throughout the season, but at times seemed to go missing as well in a challenging campaign where the tactically inept team picked up just 12 points, the second lowest in top flight history. Why are Premier League clubs so interested in Tyler Dibling? Dibling caught the attention of the footballing world in April 2022 when he scored a hat-trick against Newcastle United in the Premier League game. Dibling went viral on social media that afternoon due to the manner in which he scored his 3 goals, and the fact that he was seamlessly able to glide past the Magpies' young defenders with ease to score 3 almost identical-looking goals. I do remember all that. He is quality, this guy, this young man. He really is. He really has got potential, real promise, looks superb. Yeah, Tyler Dibling scored 3 almost identical goals in Southampton's 4-2 win over Newcastle in the Premier League. Dibling had scored 11 and made 6 assists in 27 appearances for Southampton's under-18s and looked destined to become the next great Saints Academy star. However, he made the decision to sign for Chelsea in July 2022, despite interest from Newcastle, before suddenly changing his mind and returning to Southampton in September 2022 after just 2 reserve appearances. He described Southampton as feeling like home, and his career has been on an upwards trajectory ever since, with the midfielder establishing himself as a key player for England's under-17 and under-18 teams in recent years, while also breaking into the first team. Dibbling is rated so highly due to his unique qualities on the ball, his dribbling ability and his versatility to play as both a central attacking midfielder and a right winger to equal effect. He has many of the makings of a top footballer, but is far from the finished product, leading to some questioning his price tags and others looking to get ahead of the curve and try and land a player that's potential is through the roof. Why Brentford should look to try and hijack Everton's Tyler Dibbling pursuit? Brentford are currently experiencing their most challenging summer since winning promotion to the Premier League in 2021. They sold 20-goal winger Brian Bramo to Manchester United for a figure of around 71 million. Lost club captain Christian Norgard to Arsenal for 15 million. Goalkeeper Mark Flecken to Bayer Leverkusen, and have seen manager Thomas Frank depart for rivals Tottenham Hotspurs. They have an unknown quantity to those outside the club in Keith Andrews, a former midfielder for Blackburn and Republic of Ireland, leading the team out next season, and alarmingly have 19-goal striker Johan Visser apparently refusing to train amid interest from Newcastle United. The Bees were a comfortable mid-table team that even briefly looked like flirting with Europe, with Visser and Bramo being such a potent pair, but now could find themselves scrambling for goals and creativity next term. There's still some positives amid all this chaos, however, and that is that they have plenty of money to spend. Club record signing Thiago Fit after an injury-ravaged year, and a few new signings in Jordan Henderson and Quiven Kelleher to potentially steady the ship. Brentford needs to get this summer right to evade the threat of relegation before eventually pushing on once again. And one player that could potentially help move them forward is Tyler Dibbling. He plays on the right side of attack, like Bramo, is gifted with the ball at his feet, and could develop well at Brentford, where he'll have much better players around him in comparison to Southampton. Well, definitely, for sure. The Bees have bags of money to spend, a strong track record of developing players, and could see Dibbling as a solid target based on his underlying numbers, such as his successful take-ons, 11, which is actually the same as Bramo, and a joint 14 best in the Premier League alongside Eberechi Eze as well. However, the one risk Brentford's highly esteemed recruitment team must take is whether the data and potential equate to Southampton's reported £40 million valuation of Dibbling. Yeah, that is a lot. But I know what potential this man has, this young man, and his quality. Maybe it's worth the risk, I think, because he is quality. If we can improve him, okay, there's no Thomas Frank, and Thomas Frank was good at doing that, improving players. We haven't got him now. So could Keith Andrews do that? Could he improve him? That's the question. But it's even if we're going to go for him, this is just like a thought and opinion put out there. Nothing to say it's actually going to happen. But he would be a great option, I think. If we could do this, we have got the money, as they say. The 40 million is a lot. I think he's capable. I think he could get there. I think he's a great young player. If we could improve him even more, and as they say, he'd be in that Bramo position on the right wing, or inverted into the right hand side, midfield. So for me, could be a no-brainer in a way, but I'm not sure we're looking at that. I'm not sure we're going there. We have others in mind, obviously, as we know. So I'll be keeping an eye on that one though. Keeping a close eye on what might happen with that. It could be amazing. It could happen. You never know. But for the time being, it's just a rumor. It's just something that's bit of gossip thrown up. Whether it'll happen or not, we don't know. But pardon me, I will move on to obviously. I'm going to obviously talk about a player possibly coming in, but that'll be a bit later. I'll go on to obviously Visser. Well, there's two players obviously you want to talk about that's possibly coming in. But obviously, want to go into this one. And that's obviously Mr. Visser, Johan Visser. Once again, causing a load of shit at the club and wants to leave, as we all know. Refusing to train. Right, so Brentford to reluctantly accept Newcastle's improved Johan Visser bid. Well, are we going to accept it? I mean, has it actually been made? Apparently, it may have done. Newcastle United are lining up a fresh bid to sign Brentford forward Johan Visser, despite having an initial offer worth £25 million rejected, which was a piss take. Let's be honest, 25 million. He's worth a lot more than that. Speaking on the latest edition of Football Insider's Inside Track podcast, senior correspondent Peter O'Rourke revealed that sources have told him about the 28-year-old's future after making clear his desire to leave the GTEC Community Stadium. The clubs are not believed to be far apart in their valuations, and there is a growing belief that Brentford will reluctantly accept offers if they can identify his replacement. Football Insider revealed on 13th of July that Brentford would not sell Visser and Brian Bramo this summer after reaching an agreement for the former's departure. However, his decision to push for the move is viewed as key to the negotiations, as he is doing everything he can to push for a move to St James Park. This comes after Football Insider revealed on 15th of July that Brentford could demand £50 million for Visser, as they intended to price clubs out of the deal before he went on strike. Newcastle confident of agreeing Johan Visser deal with Brentford. Apparently with Brentford now. Yeah, okay. Interesting to be called that. Well, obviously it's a spelling mistake, as we know, but it doesn't look good, does it, to be called that? But anyway, let's move past that. Obviously they can't do their job, these people on here. Former Man United chief scout Mick Brown told Football Insider on 28th of July that Newcastle are pushing to sign Visser and are closing in on a compromise with Brentford. The Bees are reluctant to let their star man leave and are expected to demand a high price for his sale. They have begun working on finding a replacement for him. O'Rourke explained that Newcastle are unlikely to walk away from the deal as things stand, and believe a deal can be agreed before too long. I don't think their valuations are miles apart, he told Football Insider. Newcastle bid around £25 million for him. And I think Brentford are holding out for more. And they're entitled to do that as well. Exactly. The deal isn't anywhere near dead. The key thing is Visser is interested in a move to Newcastle. The only obstacle is that Brentford are reluctant sellers. Having sold Brian Bramo to Man United this summer, they don't want to lose both of their key players in the same window. He has made his unhappiness clear to Brentford. He's left their pre-season training camp for talks. He's trying to force this move to Newcastle, and that's encouraging for Newcastle. He's doing everything he can to push through a move to St James Park. Newcastle aren't going to walk away from this after having one bid rejected. They will make an improved offer for him. I think if Brentford can find a replacement for Visser, Brentford will reluctantly let him move on. So, yeah, So yeah, so that's possible. We may accept it, but I hope we hold out for at least, I would say 40, 50 mil. For me, that's got to be it. That's got to be the, let's get as much as we can for this guy. He got 19 goals last season, incredible. And as much as he's been a right prick and an arsehole here, what he's doing here, it was superb. And, it's fantastic what he done last season. And I hate what he's doing now. His attitude is, almost onto Tony levels, this, of being a right wanker, But if he's going to go, he goes. And as long as we get enough money, we want the big money for him. Let's get as much as we can. And then we got loads of money to get all these replacements, haven't we? All these ones were apparently after. So, yeah, I'm sure I might try and find something else about that. But because there are so many articles about this, of course. Right, let's just go to this one on Sky Sports. Hold on a minute. I think I've got it on there. Yeah. Here it is. Johan Visser not training with Brentford squad amid Newcastle interest. So we all know this, really. There's nothing more there, actually. I thought there was going to be. But obviously I'll have to play this, and I can't. This video. Unfortunately. I think that is about it. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. So let's move on to move on to I think that was about it about Visser. Yeah. But let's go on to the one that's obviously we're back in for. Apparently went quiet for a while, this one. If I can get this up, if it's come up, I believe it has, yeah. Yeah, this has come up. And Amari Hutchinson, back after him again. We're not giving this up. I mean, to be honest, we should have got him for 35 mil. There was that release clause. We should have got there in time and done that. That was poor on our part, on the Bees' part. It really was. It really was poor. And now we want to spend a load of money now, a load of dough to get him in. Amari Hutchinson, it's, and I think Ipswich would kind of hold us to ransom now, sort of thing. I really do. They're going to put money. I don't really want to lose him, really. I don't think as such. And he was not great. He done some decent things that looked great at times in the Premier, but not really set it alight. Maybe he could do it here. It might happen, but we might be spending too much on this guy, and he might not still do it. He might not catch fire. But yeah, anyway, I'll go into this article. Amari Hutchinson, Brentford form transfer plan to sign key target from Ipswich. The Bees are prepared to spend a club record sum on the winger. Yeah, Brentford are playing a waiting game over a deal to sign Amari Hutchinson from Ipswich. The Bees last month saw a £35 million bid rejected for Hutchinson, who is viewed as a replacement for Brian Bramo. The fee matched Hutchinson's relegation release clause. But as the offer did not include enough cash up front, Ipswich were able to reject it. That release clause has now expired. We know all this, of course. Brentford are expected to bid in the region of £37.5 million should they go back in for Hutchinson, which would be a club record fee eclipsing the £30 million spent on Igor Thiago last summer. But will they accept that if they actually want 40? I'm not totally sure. But they will wait on Ipswich to sign a replacement before submitting a second bid for the winger. Brentford remain keen on the England under-21 international, and Hutchinson is also in favour of the move. Well, sounds good then, doesn't it? But he wants to do it. Well, we've just got to obviously give them the right money, give them what they want, I suppose, in a way. Ipswich won't sanction Hutchinson's exit until a replacement is secured, and they also want to wrap up a deal for Middlesbrough's Hayden Hackney. Ipswich have had a £20 million bid for Hackney accepted, but the 23-year-old is weighing up his options amid rival interest from Premier League clubs. Brentford are in the market for a right winger, following the departure of Bramo to Manchester United for an initial £65 million fee. Highly rated teenager Ramel Donovan joined earlier this summer for $3 million, and as Standard Sport previously reported, will be part of the first team squad next season. The 18-year-old has limited senior experience and has yet to play in the Premier League, so he's not expected to fill the void left by Bramo. Hutchinson, who scored 3 goals in 31 league games last season, which isn't great, is it? Wants to play Premier League football and is keen on the move back to London. He came through the ranks at Arsenal before moving to Chelsea in 2022. A loan spell at Ipswich followed, which was made permanent for £20 million following the club's promotion to the Premier League. So, yeah, looks like we are going back for him. And, yeah, whether that be accepted, that 37.5, I think it was it 37.5? Yeah. Would that be accepted? Don't know for sure. So, don't totally know, but I don't think we should really go too much, get too much, spend too much money on this guy. Let's try and make it that, maybe 40 if they want to go to that, but no more. If that's what they want, give them 40. So I think if that's what they want to do. I'm not totally sold on him. I think he's quality, though. I think he has got potential. There's promise there. And you see it for the under-21s, he was brilliant there as they retain that trophy, Euros. So I think he's got massive potential and he could be amazing. I really do. But I don't know. Let's try that bid, maybe 37.5 million. Well, obviously they've got to get replacements in for Hackney and for him maybe, find a replacement for him as he obviously wants to go. And it sounds like he's interested in coming here. So to me, this will probably happen, but it's going to be a waiting game, obviously. A lot to happen between here and now and then, obviously. So let's I'll keep an eye on that, of course. What's going on there? But let's move on to one that looks like it probably will also happen, to be honest. Well, obviously with Fab Romano involved, surely it will. He's obviously mentioned this. And what Fab Romano says generally goes, and always genuine and legit. Whatever happens, it's always when he says, here we go, or whatever, you know it's happening. News is out there. So, yeah, Brentford make contact to sign Ren Arnead Kalimuendo. I believe that's how you say his name. Again, one I don't really know much about. Brentford have made contact to sign Stad Rene, or Ren, as we say, Arnead Kalimuendo, 23, according to a report from Fabrizio Romano. So another young man, just 23. France under-21 international Kalimuendo is expected to leave Rennes this summer. In this sector, up front, we are anticipating Kalimuendo's eventual departure, said Loic Desire. Yeah, and obviously he's a striker. So that'd be amazing if we could get him, you know. It looks like it'd be possible. Yeah. So Loic Desire, Lorene, new sporting director at the start of the transfer window. There's been plenty of interest in the former Paris Saint-Germain academy product. So, you know, PSG. He was an academy product at PSG. So that's how good he is, you know. So this could be an amazing signing. However, clubs are yet to make concrete advances. That could now change as the start of the season approaches. The number of suitors is increasing. RMC Sport reported an interest from Nottingham Forest at the end of July, whilst Tottenham Hotspur have been frequently linked with a move. Two clubs have now made contact with Rennes, according to Romano. Villarreal, who lost Tierno Barry to Everton earlier in the summer, and Brentford have both made contact with the Breton club to inquire about the feasibility of the move. So really, we're looking at it's Villarreal and us, maybe, by the looks of it. So, yeah, that looks like that. So it's not just us that are in the running, Villarreal. I believe there is something here that's saying about it that they're maybe them or Milan or something, whether they're interested. I'll just get to that. But he could be a real great signing. If he's a PSG graduate, you know, he must be something special. And the French under-21 international. So, you know, here it is again, Brentford, Villarreal and Nottingham Forest. So Forest are actually involved as well. Moretto responds to Kalimuendo Milan link. So, yeah, Milan as well. AC Milan have been linked with a move for Arnead Kalimuendo recently. But Matteo Moretto believes it is not a strong link. So, obviously, that is a weak rumour. Probably won't happen. So, really, if it's just us, Villarreal, Nottingham Forest, well, who knows? But with obviously Fab Romano talking about it, I believe, well, we could be strongly, you know, linked with him and could actually happen. But anyway, I'll carry on reading this. Last night, Sky reported that Kalimuendo is the latest name on a list of potential options for the centre-forward role, but no offer has been made yet by the club. In the season that has just finished, Kalimuendo made 33 league appearances for the Liga 1 side and scored 17 goals. The former PSG forward ticks boxes in terms of his versatility because he is capable of playing both as a lone striker and alongside another player. So he could be used in the 4-3-3 and the 3-5-2 formations implemented by Allegri at Milan so far. Speaking on Fab Romano's YouTube channel, Moretto gave the following update. Kalimuendo has been linked with Milan in the last few hours. But so far, also thanks to information from Fab Romano, Brentford, Villarreal and Nottingham Forest are strong on him. So we'll see if one of them will make a move or not. Reading between the lines, it seems as though the 23-year-old cannot be considered a serious target for the Rossoneri at the moment, contrary to the report from last night. And as this guy here says, or this person here, puts in the comments, if he is good enough for this team, then let's get him first. I think I don't know if he's a Brentford fan or what, but I echo that. Because if he is that special, let's get him. Let's get in for him, you know, right now. Do it. And make sure we get him signed up. Because we need him. We need this talent. He's a striker as well. So let's do it. Let's go for him. You know, what we've got to lose? We've got the money now. We need replacements. We need somebody for Vissa. So this guy sounds the ideal candidate and replacement. So I think now we should do this. And, you know, let's go for it. Let's get this young man in and, you know, another young player, striker. Incredible. So French under-21, PSG Academy player. So, yeah, for me, another no-brainer. Let's see what we can do. There was no price tag, I don't think. So don't really exactly know how much it'd be. but probably not a massive amount, but, you know, we'll find out eventually. And hopefully we are going to go for him. We haven't made a concrete bid yet. We just made a direct contact and inquiries and so forth. So we'll find out with Villarreal Forest after him as well. So it's not straightforward for us, but hopefully we get him. And I'll keep you all up to date with that, all the info regarding all of this, of course, all this info and Visser and Hutchinson and this guy and whatever else. So anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce. Obviously, might try and get something to eat because I might be doing that commentary thing later on the game against QPR. Maybe I think I'll just do the second half if I do anyway. So anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce. Thanks once again for watching live or on playback. Please keep following me on Insta, Mr. B for Life 182. And keep liking, smashing the likes and subbing on Mr. B Chatting, Mr. B Hiver Football Chat, and Mr. B Chats England Cricket. Please keep doing that, guys. Your support and love and whatever else is much appreciated. Keep it up. Let's get me to 150. Very close to it, but get me there. Please, guys. Please keep doing that and keep watching and liking, and hopefully we'll get there. And more positivity for the Bees to get these players in. Whatever else with Visser goes, whatever. That won't be positive, but still. Had a positive with Nathan Collins, new captain. So all good. Come on, let's go. Can't wait for the new season, but let's get these players in. And other things sorted. Anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce, and this time I will do the outro. In the last one, I've done the intro by mistake, but never mind. I'll make sure I do the outro this time. It was a bit of a schoolboy error. But anyway, guys, until the next stream, which may be the commentary watch along for the second half of QPR. If not, it'd be reaction to it or whatever, and more transfers and the buzz and the cricket ones, of course. So anyway, guys, until next time, I'm out of here. Cheers, everyone. Thanks. Bye. Cheers.